Hey my friends, we are going to be talking about our next book. Our next Focus Well book is The Rough-Faced Girl, and it is by Rafe Martin and David Shannon, and this one is a really cool book. It's very similar to Cinderella. And so with The Rough-Faced Girl, we are going to be really focusing on making those mental images, and we've practiced this before, so really taking the time to see that movie that's playing out in your brain, and there will be times where you are going to stop listening to the story and you're going to visualize. I have the instructions on where to stop on our remote schedule. We're going to be practicing comparing and contrasting, and we are actually going to work on comparing and contrasting The Rough-Faced Girl to Cinderella. We are going to be talking about adjectives again, and your activity, you're going to use adjectives to compare and contrast The Older Sisters and The Rough-Faced Girl. It'll make more sense after you read it. So adjectives, and we're also going to review nouns and verbs too. Here's your vocab words. We have wigwam, desperate, miserable, vanished, stammer, and insisted. And we'll talk more about those on the next one. You're going to get a new phonics poem, and your word chunk is E-A-T, eat. It is an E-A vowel theme. And when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. So it makes a long E sound. You're gonna get a new spiral ELA. And this is a short week, so we won't have as many activities as we normally do because it is an early release on Thursday, so you're not in school as long, and then you don't even have school on Friday. And now The Rough-Faced Girl, this is for sure fiction. This is fantasy fiction because it's based on like a fairy tale, because it's similar to Cinderella. It's like the Native American version of Cinderella. And I believe that is actually all I have for you today. Very short, very, very short. Because these are all skills that we've already practiced before. We've already practiced visualizing, making the mental image. We already have practiced using adjectives. They're very descriptive words. They're describing nouns. You're going to describe a person, place, or thing. The only new thing really is comparing and contrasting. And we kind of did this with Sheila Ray and Chester's Way. We drew the big Venn diagram. We talked about how they were the same and how they were different. Comparing means how they are the same, and contrasting is figuring out why they are different. You did an excellent job this week. I think you'll like this story. It's very different than any of the stories we have read. And I think you'll definitely see some things that remind you of Cinderella if you've ever seen that before. So that is all I have, and I look forward to seeing your work this week. See you later, guys.